Hello, I'm Pam Carruthers of Healing Stars, and this is the chart set for London, British summertime, on the 14th of September, that's Sunday, at 8 o'clock in the morning. Venus is a major player this week, and she starts off the week, as you can see, here she is, Venus up here in Virgo, and that's an earth sign. So starting on Sunday, look at the blue lines. Here's a trine, a flow of energy to Pluto, the planet of power. Now Venus moves pretty fast. She moves through a sign roughly 3 weeks. And so she's retreading the ground that the Sun in Virgo has already trodden. Worth considering, about 10 days ago roughly, that the Sun would have been trining Pluto. The other main thing that's happened is that Mars now is in Sagittarius, a fire sign. Jupiter up here in yellow is in Leo, is another fire sign, and Uranus over here in Aries, another fire sign. 3 fire signs are now activated. And Mars will bring that energy into full focus, but not yet. Wait another week. There are some difficult connections with planets. They're known as inconjuncts, and that's the green line. So the Sun to the South Node is awkward. It means letting go of the past. And the South Node is very much connected to past lives. We move the next day, it's Monday, start the week Monday. And here you can see Venus really strongly connected to Pluto. Pluto is the god of the underworld, and Pluto is all about power. Venus is relationships. So embracing our personal power is a key to starting the week. That doesn't mean violence, it doesn't mean aggression. It just means understanding your true worth, your true value. And Earth is practical, it's hands-on, and Venus loves sorting, discrimination, sorting the wheat from the chaff. And of course, this week is a very major week for the UK because Scotland has a vote on Thursday whether or not it leaves the Union and becomes independent. The Sun in Virgo will still be there by the whole of the week, but we are moving towards the equinox. The Moon is in Gemini on the 15th of Monday, but there's no major aspects. I mean, there's building to Chiron, but the Moon moves through every part of the sky in a month. So the Moon is always going to be making, on a daily level, an aspect to another planet. But it's not actually conjuncting a planet this week until the end. Tuesday. Now this is, we've had that's the first quarter, the last quarter, pardon me, is with the Moon in Gemini, but as you can see, it's not actually a main player. Far more important is what's going on now with Venus. Venus, 13 degrees Virgo, is now forming an opposition to Chiron, the wounded healer. That can be very sensitive. Chiron is very sensitive. Also, it is in Pisces, the most sensitive sign. So, although the energy of Venus and Pluto is about power, there might be a falling away, a kind of undecided energy. Kind of, am I really that powerful? Who am I to be that shining star? Worth watching or listening to Marianne Williamson, who talks a lot about this. She really says, who are you not to be that powerful? Notice also Mercury. Mercury's moving, is another planet that moves really fast. Here it is at 19 degrees of Libra, very close to the North Node in Libra, governed by Venus. This is midweek, Wednesday. Here you see Mercury exactly with the North Node, and it's tying us into Uranus. This is why this resolution that might happen of independence is kind of, we don't know, because Uranus is the unexpected. We can never predict with Uranus, astrologers. But here's that exact opposition on Wednesday of Venus and Chiron. Be aware on Wednesday of if you are very sensitive, and if illnesses can be Virgo, digestion is Virgo, so be aware of that energy in the sky and if you respond to it. Mars down here, note it's at 2 degrees of Sag. It is actually coming to form, but it's weak at this moment, something in connection to Neptune, which is challenging. And you can see here's the moon in Cancer, so it will be opposing Pluto on Wednesday. Thursday comes, and this is it. This is the moon. You can see the moon in Cancer now, pulling energy from Mercury and Uranus. So this is a really powerful day, and that's why this election is really, nobody seems to know what the result will be. Also, the moon will trine Saturn, very, very positive. It only lasts a few hours, basically. And this, you can see the blue line occurring now with Jupiter in Leo, 13 degrees and a half to Uranus, and that is a positive, lucky transit that starts building by Thursday. Notice how different this chart looks by Friday. It seems that something is cleared, something that was building has kind of moved away. And then Saturday, this is a lovely day. This is a once a month day when the moon joins Jupiter. And it's almost exact at 8 o'clock in the morning. Not the greatest time to celebrate in the UK. However, it is about celebration. And because it's joining Jupiter, it's also connecting with Uranus. That's a good day if you are a lucky person, if you have got a chart that says lottery win, it's a really good day to have a little bet on the lottery. The Chiron Venus, you see that's moving away by now. But also Jupiter is moving to form a challenging right angle to Saturn. Sunday comes. Not much is really going on Sunday, but Venus is making a sextile by now to Saturn. So Venus really is exactly at 19 degrees, and that's a very good productive day. A very good day to sort things out on a practical business level. Saturn is very much a planet to do with business, but systems, discipline, dieting, all of those things that need the application of Saturn, which is all about self-discipline as much as anything else. And notice also Jupiter now is really close, 14 degrees to Uranus at 15. The other thing that's happening this week, and I'll move back in time, that is Venus. Venus on the 16th, depends where you are in the world. I'm talking from the UK. But what's going on with Venus? Of course, you can't see it in this particular chart, but she will disappear from the morning sky. In other words, we won't be able to see her because she's coming close to the sun. She disappears and she will actually meet the sun on the 25th of October. I know that's a month's time at least, but while she's disappearing, she's in the underworld. She will then rise again, and this time she'll be an evening star. So here she's what we call a morning star. She's rising, this is 8 in the morning, before the sun. Here's the sun, here's Venus. She's ahead, morning star. After the sojourn, if you like, in the underworld, she will be behind the sun, so she will set after the sun, hence she'll be an evening star. And this is very symbolic. Venus, of course, is the goddess. She is the feminine energy. And while she's, inverted commas, in the underworld, this is a metaphor, obviously, she will be joining the sun on October the 25th in Scorpio, 2 degrees of Scorpio. So there's a very deep process that is starting. And that is about Scorpio is, of course, the sign of the underworld, the sign of the unconscious, and also power, true power to survive whatever goes on, as Scorpio is naturally to do with that. And Scorpio also is three symbols. It's the scorpion, that little insect that's pretty nasty with sticking its tail. but it's the eagle that soars above adversity. And then finally it can transcend into the phoenix, the dove. So it's a very important transit that Venus is now occurring. She last joined the Sun in January in Capricorn, and that started the whole tone. It's known tone in shamanic astrology, and that is a Saturn. Capricorn's a Saturn, a really solid authority and the elder. But now she joins the Sun, as I said, she's going through the equally important and powerful sign of Scorpio. I will be posting more on that on my website. So the week, as you can see, is full of some tension. Venus is very much the planet to watch, and be aware of this sensitivity in your own life midweek. Find out more. I'm doing a webinar on Chiron in Pisces on Tuesday, and there's still some spaces, so sign up now. It's called Healing Your Core Sacrifice Story.